Thank you very much for the opportunity to give some opening remarks on this special session on conjunctive water management. This is meant to be a dialogue, so I believe we all have an opportunity to contribute to the subject matter. So from where we stand as groundwater practitioners in one form or the other, we understand conjunctive management to be the management of water resources from its different physiological and material terms. We know groundwater as one of the water security components. With surface water, we have a complete picture of building water security in our respective places. So we have a specific approach where as groundwater practitioners, we look at conjunctive management in a very integrated way. We know that when we are in urban areas, for example, we have runoff, and runoff also finds its way into the underground reservoirs. We also have, we also have the opportunity to utilize the runoff or the water that we utilize in our day-to-day activities to either percolate into the aquifers and gets reused in a typical cyclic economy approach. Within this time where we have climate change, we know that the seas are rising, and we also have coastal cities that are drawing on groundwater. The risks of saltwater intrusion is intensifying, so we have to manage these resources in conjunction with each other, both surface and groundwater resources, to protect groundwater so that it doesn't get overutilized. And some of the technology that has come to the fore nowadays is the managed aquifer recharge to protect over abstraction, but at the same time improving the abstraction or security of abstraction. As we continue to cope with the impacts of climate change, the uncertainties of the yield of our aquifers is also something that we have to take care of. So the aspect of managed aquifer recharge, I was talking to someone during the break that we should continue to use the word artificial recharge, and I know how that debate can go. But the idea is that if we know how much we are pumping into an aquifer, we probably have a probability of knowing what we may get out of it if we've done our science right. I suppose then this is our opportunity as scientists to assure the potential of aquifers to store what we put into it and get it back into the water supply cycle. We also have aspects in our urban areas where pollution is becoming more and more a concern. Where does that water end up? If that polluted water ends up in the aquifers, then the groundwater aquifers are no longer usable for potable water resources security. So we come again with a dimension of conjunctive use. How do we then ensure that the water that is running on the surface is utilized in conjunction with surface water? We have got agricultural activities that run in different ways, in different locations, some peri-urban, some rural. The fertilizers that go into our agricultural productivity also provide risks for pollution. So all this and the increasing demand for water supplies for food security ask us the question, how are we utilizing the resource that we see as surface water and what we presume to be groundwater? I recall we had a meeting on the sidelines of the Siwi World Water Week, where the World Bank is trying to identify the different forms of water security. Water could be running in the river, water could be in the form of humidity, water could be in the form of soil moisture, water could be in the form of groundwater. So all those forms of water help us to come up with the conjunctive use of water resources. Even as we talk of effluent that we discharge from our urban areas, from our domestic uses, it is a form of water that needs to go back into the cycle. So conjunctive water resources management looks at all these different forms of water and its different forms or locations, and how we bring it all together to guarantee water security. So as we go into this session, I believe that we will be able to look at all these dimensions and put them together into the session. I thank you.